So Florida Attorney General James Uthmeier, who is backed by Governor DeSantis with this one, has plans for a temporary migrant detention center to be set up in the Everglades at an abandoned Dade County airstrip. And he wants to call it Alligator Alcatraz. Of course. It will set up housing for 5,000 detainees using tents and trailers. It relies on natural barriers such as dangerous wildlife, alligators, pythons, and such those things for perimeter security because you can't swim away when there's gators out there in them waters. Annual operating costs are projected to be about $450 million, with much of that coming from FEMA shelter and services program by DHS, those FEMA trailers that you may have heard about. Altmaier emphasized that the speed this will happen, getting 1,000 beds up in 30 to 60 days, touting it as a cost-effective state-supported boost to the Trump deportation for the time being. Environmentalists and indigenous tribes have cried foul. You would guess someone wouldn't like this. Friends of the Everglades, the Muskogee tribal leaders, and Miami-Dade County Mayor Daniela Levine Cava argue that the facility threatens the fragile ecosystems near native lands with little to no environmental review. The sudden move, evacuated emergency powers, has blindsided other local officials for what's in their executive emergency powers, has blindsided officials there as well. Critics say the plan is dehumanizing and lacks transparency. Sounds like those things are true, with human rights groups warn that the detainees could face harsh conditions, unsanitary confinement and medical neglect, unreliable water and food without proper oversight, legal questions surrounding the whole emergency powers used to get the land itself. So what do we get out of this? A nice new, air quotes, facility for ICE to shelter some of its detainees on its way out of the nation, although way out of the way is one thing you say with that one, but it's degradation, the risk for cultural disrespect, the fact that the land is literally just a big old strip of land out there in the middle of no place with nothing on it. People are living in essentially tents and trailers. Makes you sound like some sort of prison encampment, not so much a facility for some places for people to just be rushed out of the country because they've overstayed their visa. And hurricane season. Oh yeah, hurricanes. Living in a tent in the Everglades during hurricanes doesn't sound all that appealing. Yes, it's a facility for people who are being housed out of or being shipped out of the country, but still. Your thoughts? Alligator Alcatraz. Is this a good idea and good use of our money to help us move these detainees out of, I call them detainees, the immigrants, the migrants, the illegals out of the nation in their transition, or is this just a bad idea?